If you haven't watched Black Mirror yet, what on earth are you doing? Black Mirror is a British produced TV series which specialises in futuristic dystopian episodes that can only be described as mindfucks. Genuinely, whatever you think at the beginning of the episode will be completely wrong and you'll just be thinking, what the fuck? One of my personal favourites is White Bear. In this episode, the main character is chased by a group of people with guns and they try to attack her. And instead of everyone around her trying to help her, they just get their phones out and start recording. Bruh. Now straight away, you might think this is a play on humans being on their phones too much and losing touch with reality. Well, you're wrong. It turns out she was convicted for a crime so bad I can't even mention it in the video, and her punishment is she'll live out this torture every day of her life. And you remember all those people that were standing around recording her? Turns out they're all paying visitors who have come to watch her get tortured in person. Like I said, complete mindfuck. Another great episode is Bete Noir, where a girl called Verity develops some technology that can change the world, and instead of her using it for good, she uses it to get revenge on a high school bully. I know it sounds stupid in theory, but when you watch the episode, I'm telling you, total mindfuck. Anyways, during the episode, they actually argue about 3 different food places. We're going to be visiting each and every one in today's video. We'll be visiting, reviewing, and tasting all 3 food places, which includes the one and only Barney's Fried Chicken, so make sure you watch until the end of the video for that. But the first place on our list is Greggs. Now, if you've never had the delight of going to Greggs before, they're basically a sandwich and pastry store, which specialise in getting some food for lunch. During the Black Mirror episode, they mentioned a steak bake and a chicken bake, so that's exactly what I've ordered. Now, if you're new to the channel, there are usually 3 rules I follow when I do these types of videos. Rule number 1, we can only eat at restaurants that have been mentioned in Black Mirror. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, it's in the title of the video. Rule number 2, the budget. Today, I can't spend over £5 in a single store. If I do, that's going to affect the rating. Rule number 3, leaving a review. Once I've eaten the food, I've got to let you guys know what I think of the food, give a rating out of 5, and yeah, just be honest with you guys. Anyways, now that I've got my food and my trusty stick, let's go and eat. Okay, so I'm back in the car, I've got my trusty stick with me, and I also have my chicken bake and my steak bake. The first food mentioned was a Greggs steak bake.
Yeah, I actually lived above a Greggs in Wandsworth once.
I used to be hooked on their steak bake.
This is just, I don't know how you describe it for people who haven't been to Greggs, but it's a bake and inside it there's steak and some sauce. Yeah, it looks pretty good, nice golden color. Me personally, I'm not really a steak bake kind of guy, but we'll eat it for the video. Let's go. So as you can see, the steak inside of a bake, which is in the name, I guess. It's pretty good. I can kind of understand why they were talking about it, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite. As for taste, it kind of just tastes like I don't know, it's got a unique taste. It's like a darky steak sauce. It's just, it tastes what it looks like. Like, look at this. It just tastes like this. That's what it tastes like. Now we're moving on to my favourite pastry at Greggs, and I'm so glad they mentioned in the episode.
Do a chicken mum. Yeah, but it had this weird white sauce in it.
The chicken bake. So this is like the steak bake, but it's chicken and it... Now we're moving on to my favourite pastry. Now this is a nice golden colour, but the inside's a bit different. Obviously, like I said, there's chicken on the inside, but there's a nice white cream. Okay, pause. Now when I said the steak bake wasn't my favourite, that's because this is my go-to at Greggs, so let's go and eat. It tastes like a chicken mushroom and sweet corn pie inside of a pastry. This is literally the best thing Greggs have ever done. Now, I don't think a steak bake is worth anything in the world over, but a chicken bake on the other hand, it might be worth it. Okay, well now I'm done eating some pastries. Let's move on to eating some real food. But before we do that, we've got the review. So overall, the food was pretty good. I've got nothing to complain about. It was hot, it was fresh, and it tasted good. Not gonna lie, I think I would get bored of eating this every single day. Luckily for me, this was the first meal of my day, so it wasn't too bad. Also, that chicken bake, mwah, 3.5 stars. Now, while we're on the topic of chicken, the show went from talking about chicken bakes to chicken burgers, and there's one undisputed kings when it comes to that. Morley's. Morley's is the best when it comes to chicken burgers, so it's no surprise that was mentioned in the conversation about chicken.
It's the Morley's burger.
Now, I can proudly say I've frequently dibble-dabbled in Morley's before, so this is something I'm looking forward to. Okay, now we've got our Morley's here. So we've got a spicy chicken burger, just as mentioned in the TV show, and I'm not gonna lie, this looks phenomenal. Look at that gourmet bun. I can't wait to put it in my mouth. All that's left to do is eat. Wow, this is easily been the best food. Someone's calling on me, bro. This has easily been the best meal of the challenge so far. Look at this, this is actually amazing. Let's just have a quick gander. Oh. Now, I'm done with my burger. All I'll say is the Morley's burgers are top 2 and they're not second. Now, what's interesting is when someone mentioned the Morley's chicken burger, someone said the only thing they've had that's better is Barney's fried chicken.
Barney's.
Barney's.
Yeah, Barney's chicken.
So you know what we've got to try next? Barney's fried chicken. Like I said before, I love Morley's. I eat it all the time. I've not got a single bad word to say about it. Morley's, the greatest of all time, 5 stars. Now this is probably the restaurant you've all been waiting for. Barney's Fried Chicken. So in the show, Verity changed the name of Barney's Fried Chicken to Bernie's Fried Chicken. And this fucked with Maria so much that she ended up losing her job from it. Unfortunately, the big red Barney's chicken from the film doesn't actually exist in real life. Now I'd imagine that's to do with Netflix and their licensing rights. But it looks like they're definitely based on this other store, Barney's Burgers. They both have the same name, they both sell chicken, and they both originate in South London. The only difference is one store's green and the other one's red. Look, I'm not going to say Netflix copied them, but if you read between the lines, I think you guys see enough similarities. Anyways, enough rating around, let's eat. So we're in the car with the final meal of the day, Barney's. Now, although the store was a burger place, I mean their slogan is literally burgers done right. They do sell chicken strips. Now I chose to go with chicken strips, so I feel like it's a more authentic option. And that's mainly because in the show, the guy actually says his favorite chicken place is Barney's. He doesn't say chicken burger, he says chicken place. But I mean, just look at that. That just looks sensational. Already though, they're losing brownie points because they've not given me a fork and they've literally drowned my food in barbecue sauce. But anyways, let's give it a go. I mean, just look at that. Oh, it's so hot. Oh, the sauce. That is so good. That's almost the most perfect barbecue sauce I've ever had. It's like smoky, sweet. It's just, oh, I just can't wait to eat. Let's go. Honestly, that might be the best chicken tenders I've had in my life. Just look how amazing this looks. I swear the taste is just so much better. The actual chicken itself is such great quality. I mean, it's literally juicy, even though it's been deep fried. The only bad thing I will say is the batter is kind of bland. I can't really taste the batter all around the chicken. That might be because it's covered and drenched in sauce, but that's the only downside I give them. I'm not gonna lie, when I heard chicken tenders, the first thing I thought of was like nice, crispy ones. I didn't imagine these were the type of tenders I'd be getting. Now don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean they're bad. They're just different to what I expected. Overall, I did really like them, and to be honest, I would go back. Not gonna lie, I really want to try some of the burgers, so part 2. But yeah, overall good chicken. But is the chicken worth ending the world over? Probably not. Overall, really good chicken. Super nice, super soft, and the sauce was to die for. I've really got to go back to try their burgers. I do wish the chicken seasoning was a little stronger, and for that reason, 4 stars. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. If you watched this far, you must have enjoyed it, so please leave a like and subscribe. We're coming in close to 1K subscribers, so make sure you join before it's too late. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Love.
Guys, please make sure you subscribe to Elite. It's very, very important. You need to subscribe right now.